Warning: the content of the video that you are about to watch pertains to the harvest of fur-bearing wildlife through the practice of ethical, sound wildlife management of modern-day trapping. If this bothers you, if it triggers you in any way, shape, or form, please leave this channel now. Hey trappers, Dale Billingsley here, Billingsley Brand Lures. Guys, we're here in the lure shed today, bottling some stuff up. Get that bottle of cat call out of the way there. The question was presented to me to try to do a video on how far a lure or bait will pull an animal. And guys, that question is just too hard to answer. Uh, it's just too hard to answer. There's too many variables there. Number one, the biggest thing is the weather, uh, barometric pressure, humidity, wind direction, wind speed. That all plays into it as far as how far a lure will pull an animal. Now, I know we've all heard the wild claims about how this X brand bait or X brand lure will pull an animal a half mile off of their travel route. And guys, I'm here to tell you that's bunk. That is not true. Um, a bait and lure is designed to help you keep an animal at a set long enough until the animal's caught. It's not going to pull an animal yes, it's made to call an animal in, but it's not made to pull him very far. What I'm trying to get at, I guess. Nothing is ever going to replace a good location. Okay, if you're not on location, you can have the absolute best bait, best lure out there that's ever been invented or ever come up with, and it's still not going to pull that animal to that track. It's just not going to happen. The biggest thing is to make natural looking sets and be on location. Okay, those two things right there are what's going to catch animals. Bait and lure is there to hold the animal's attention and get him to cross over the trap to get whatever it is that you're offering him. Then the other thing is, like I said, with wind speed, wind direction, if you're set to the southeast, say, and the wind that night is blowing out of the northwest, well, it's blowing off of his travel route. He's not going to smell it. It's just that simple. Um, the same way if you're setting to the northwest and the wind's blowing out of the southeast, it is not going to catch his attention. It's not going to blow across his travel. So that's why I'm so adamant when I put videos out to make sure that your sets are set so that the wind is blowing across the animal's travel route. And then I also preach, be on the travel route, be as close to it as you possibly can be. Now, yes, there are lures such as long distance call lures that are made to get out on the air currents and the molecules in them. Most of the time they're loaded up heavy with either skunk essence or mink glands, something of that sort, something that's really strong smelling to get out there on the air currents to get that animal's attention. But it's still not going to pull him off of his line of travel. It's just not going to happen. Some of the other variables, like I said, humidity plays a lot into it. Is the air really dry that night so that air is, the wind is carrying that lure a long ways, or is it really humid that night? Maybe it's raining, maybe it's snowing, something of that sort. It's going to keep that scent cone down close to the ground and kind of not let it travel very far. And again, this is why I preach to be on that travel route, as close to it as you possibly can. That's about it, guys. I can't really go into detail because there's no way to go into detail. I wish I could. For those of you that may be interested in it, I do put on clinics and schools at certain times of the year, and when those are approaching and coming up, I will put the information out here on video for you. I also do private instructions. If you feel you need private instructions, you can always come to me. You can call me or message me anytime to get a price on that, or the school, either one. Also, at certain times, I am able to get away to, dang them gnats, to come to you on your trap line. Not necessarily during the season, but in the off season, we can go through your trap line at your place to help some of the problems you may be having there. Again, you can call me or message me for information there. Once again, guys, I appreciate everything you've done for the channel, and I appreciate you watching. This is Dale Billingsley with another one. Signing out.